This movie tells a story about a cranky history teacher at a remote prep school who is forced to remain on campus over the holidays with a troubled student who has no place to go. First of all, this movie goes for all the right retro touches, and each of the cast is decent. Unfortunately, this movie is a pile of cliches. The story is flat, clunky, and contrived. It's a painfully diagrammatic movie masquerading as a compassionate, humane one. It's a phony movie that manages to be both overwritten and underwritten in all the wrong places. The movie wheels out a succession of one-dimensional characters whose only purpose is to convey some bit of plot or demonstrate disproportionate kindness to one of the three characters. The movie is backloaded, holding its crucial information about how the characters got to a certain point until near the end. It makes the mistake of continuing into the second half that introduces a conflict that requires the drastic and definitive change that the film has taken. It takes for granted that its main character's flaws are indeed traceable to a single dramatic key that was turned in the past. This reliance on backstory feels questionable, and it's more like a narrative convenience. The plotting makes a few cunning left turns, but the inevitable slog keeps drawing it back to form rather than embracing the wilder side it occasionally suggests. It does lead to a far less satisfying conclusion than its restraint has suggested up to this point. There's so much emotional calculation involved in this movie. It seems that the characters are surprised to learn they have actual feelings. All three main characters are archetypes, and these tropes often seen in this kind of character-driven film, which prevents the characterization from ever emotionally cohering. Sometimes it feels like the movie hasn't started to think through its characters and their circumstances at all. Some characters are given scene after scene to reveal nothing new about themselves or this world. There are conversations and compositions gestured toward discourse surrounding mental health, the Vietnam War, class, and more, but none are actually explored in any meaningful way. When these topics are dragged into the climax, it rings quite hollow and delivers unsatisfying conclusion to the audience. Overall, this movie is not really worth your time. We do not recommend this movie at all.